Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I installed this unit I received from Alipearl. This is a 5x5 and a 12-inch, and I'm going to show you guys how I installed this gorgeous unit, so just stay tuned. So this is the package I received from Alipearl. I love the packaging. So I'm going to show you guys what's inside of it. I received a bald cap and also a headscarf, super cute. And I'm going to show you guys how the wig looks like. I did receive a 12-inch and a 5x5 wig, and this, I'm going to show you guys how it looks. It did come pre-parted already, so I'm just going to go ahead and pluck that, bleach it, and do what I have to do. So now it's time to bleach the hair. So this is what I use before I bleach my knots. I use a 40 developer and also the bleach powder and a BW2. So you can find all of these products at your local hair store. So now I'm going to go ahead and use 1 scoop of bleach and pour that into my bowl. So I'm going to go in with another scoop, just a little bit. I don't need that much because it is a 5x5 and it's a pretty small unit. So I'm going to come in with my 40 developer. You want to make sure that your bleach is not like too runny or too thick. You just want to make sure it is like a smoothie paste, because you do not want it to go through the lace to actually bleach the hair. So you want to make sure that it is at a smoothie paste. Mix it up really well until you get that nice smoothie paste. Okay, so now it's time to bleach the hair. I just grabbed a little bit of water just to make sure that the hair is pushed back and there's no flyaways in the way. And I'm gonna come in with my Got2b spray glue and spray down the inside. I like doing this because it does create a barrier to make sure that the bleach is not seeping through the hair while bleaching it. Alright guys, it's finally time to bleach the knots, just mixing that up just a little bit. And before you bleach your knots, always start from the back and work your way up to the top, because it does bleach pretty fast depending on the developer you're using. Because the 40 developer does bleach pretty fast. So work your way from the bottom all the way to the top, and also use a light hand while you apply the bleach, because you do not want to go too heavy while applying, because if you do, you're gonna get the bleach through the lace. Like you can see, I'm using a light hand while applying the bleach. Now that I'm done applying the bleach throughout the knots, I like to start off with 10 minutes first, and then check the lace, and then apply another 10 minutes to see how everything is going, because 40 developer does bleach pretty fast, so you always want to keep an eye on it. If you're a beginner, I don't recommend you to start with 40. I would either start with 30 or 20. So in total, I did keep the bleach in for at least 25 minutes, just making sure that the knots are completely bleached. I did add another 5 minutes into my timer, and now that's done, I'm going to go ahead and wash off the bleach with some warm water, making sure that I am rinsing it off very well before using my purple shampoo. So this is how the knots look like so far. I'm going to come in with my purple shampoo to get rid of any brassiness tone on the knots. Just gonna go ahead and clean that up really good. I'm gonna let it sit for at least 3 minutes to do its job, and then I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it off. I'm coming in with some like regular shampoo, just cleaning out the entire wig just to make sure that it is fresh before I blow dry it and install it. So this is how the hair looks, y'all. The knots look really good. It's giving very much scalp. So this is how the wig looked like on a mannequin. It was already parted, but I'm going to go ahead and define that part before I pluck. I'm just using my mannequin to guide me, and I'm also coming in with some heat protector before I like press that down with the hot comb to make sure that there's no flyaways in the way while I part. The reason why I like to create a middle line down the hair is because that is your guide to help you pluck the hair and to make sure that you're not over plucking. So I'm coming in with my hot comb to flat out the hair, and I know my part isn't the straightest, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix that once I have it installed on my head. So it's time to pluck the hairline, and I'm still a beginner at plucking wigs, so I'm going to show you guys what I think is helpful for me. So the first thing you want to do is section out the hairline. You do not want to pluck the hairline. So you always want to start off with plucking behind of the hairline. So that's what I'm doing, section off that part. And I'm also going to come in with my tweezers that I purchased from Amazon. If you guys are looking for good tweezers, I'll go ahead and link it down below. So the first thing I want to do is use a light hand while plucking the wigs. Never go too heavy because you do not want to create holes. So what I'm doing is plucking and then skipping apart. So I do pluck, skip, skip. So that's what I think it's helpful for me, because you just never want to stay in the same spot every time you pluck. Never do that. You always want to keep moving. So you want to pluck, skip, pluck, and then skip again. So and also comb out that hair because you want to see what you're working with. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I do it again. So I'm going to go ahead and part the hair and show you guys how I do it. So you want to go pluck, skip, if that makes sense. So once again, never stay in the same section and just keep moving your hands, but very gently. And also coming in with your hot comb because it helps a lot to see the difference. Now that I'm done plucking both sides, I went ahead and styled it, and this is how much hair that came out. Okay, now it's time to install this unit. I'm obsessed with this bob. So I'm going to come in with some RDF 15 in my shade. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the lace. And I also like to, spray the lace with some Ebin Wonder spray because it does allow the makeup to stick. So I'm just blow drying that out. So I'm not doing a bald cap because this is a quick unit. It is a 5x5, so I'm not going to do a bald cap. I'm just applying the makeup all over the cap to make sure that, it's giving that scalp look effect even when I apply the wig on. Okay, now it's time to install the wig. So I'm just making sure that the wig is placed on my head correctly before I spray it down. I'm just making sure that the placement is correct and it feels comfortable on my head. Now look at that hair, y'all. It is giving very much scalp. I did bleach it pretty good, so I'm so happy about that. So now that the placement is laid on my head correctly, I'm just coming in with my hot comb to flatten that hair down. And I'm also using my tweezer just to tweak it up just a little bit. So this is my first time using the red can in the Ebin Wonder Lace Bond Spray. I have to say it is a 10 out of 10. It's way better than the yellow can because this one actually stays and sticks. You always want to use a warm temperature while blow drying. So I'm going to go ahead and spray just a little bit more just to make sure that it sticks. Now it's time to place the lace down. So you always want to make sure that you place it correctly where you want it to be. And also coming in with the comb and pressing it flat down definitely does help a lot to make sure that the lace is melted. You always want to make sure that you press the lace into the glue to make sure that it is not lifting up. So I'm coming in with my headband to make sure that the lace is melted. So I'm coming in with my hot comb to flat out the hair because you want that flat, nice, sleek look. So I'm using a heat protector because I'm about to section off my hair and straighten it. So I'm gonna go ahead and section off the hair and straighten it section by section because we gotta give it that nice buzz down bob look. Guys, this wig unit is turning out so good. I am in love with this bob style. This unit is so gorgeous. You guys can actually get this wig from Alipearl. I will link it down below for you guys to go get this wig. It is bob season, y'all, so y'all gotta jump on the bandwagon. So now it's time to clean up the part. So I'm just gonna make sure that the part is straight. I'm coming in with my hot comb again to make sure that the hair is flatly pressed. Now it's time to cut off the lace. I'm just using my scissors to make a nice little cut down the middle, and I'm coming in with my razor because I find it very easy to use a razor, and it also does give it that natural look effect as well. When cutting off the lace, you want to make sure that you're kind of getting close to the hairline because you want to cut off every piece of lace that you see. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it to the other side, cut off that lace. Now look at that, y'all. That hair is giving scalp. So far this wig is really good. While installing it, I had no issues with no shedding. That's a good thing because most wig does tend to shed, and with this wig it's very soft. There was minimal shedding, and it was also very easy to install. So I'm coming in with my spray to spray down any lace that was lifting because the goal is to create that melted look. Using a warm temperature to melt that down. Okay, it's now time for the baby edges. Guys, I'm still learning on how to get the perfect edges, so this is a learning process for me as well. So I'm just creating my baby edges. I'm just doing 2 swoops on both sides. Like you can see, I'm just parting out the section where I'm going to be creating my baby edges. I'm just going to go ahead and do it to the other side as well. And I also like running my hot comb through the edges because I don't know, it just gives it a nice look. So I'm just plucking just a little bit more on the edges because they were kind of too thick. So I just had to keep plucking. Now it's time to cut these edges. So I'm using my scissor, cutting the edges on both sides. I'm just using my razor just to trim it down just a little bit more, and once again running my hot comb through that because I just like doing it personally. And I had to pluck some more of the edges because they were kind of looking too thick, so that's what I had to do. I'm just curling them up because I'm about to style them. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and swoop these edges up to style them the way I like. So once again, when you're doing your edges, always think about doing the C motion. That's the only way you're able to get the nice edges if you do the C motion. Honestly, it works for me, and hopefully it can work for you as well too. So, and it does take practice. I'm still learning on how to, create the perfect edges. So I'm just always thinking about that C motion. And I was kind of struggling with the edges because they weren't like cooperating, but I got the hang of it and they look good. And I also did spray the part with a tinted black spray and also concealed it off camera. And guys, this is how the hair is looking. It's giving like Bob's season. So this is the end of the video. If you guys enjoy watching this, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and turn on that post notification. And if you guys love this look, head over to Alipearl. I'll go ahead and link it down below. This hair is giving very much vibes, melted. It's giving everything. Look how flowy this hair looks, y'all. I'm obsessed. And if you guys love this video, show some love and don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys soon. Bye.